G'day, this is Guardian Oz, Guardian Oz Gaming. What you're looking at the moment is a transport drone. Yes, it is automated. Well, will be automated eventually. The idea is if I want to get over to the scrap mechanic, the trader's crater, and I use a truck, this drone has to be faster than how I can drive it. So the number of bales on the top is determined with that as well. So basically I've been trying to work out the logic and keep it as simple as possible. So basically if these sensors see the rail, move away from the rail is basically how it works, and as soon as it moves away we're good, and the sensors at the bottom just detect the rail. So if we come off the rail or any of that sort of stuff, it stops the machine so I don't get any runaway. The tyres, because we are talking about traveling fast, we actually have a slight time delay with how turning works. And then just to give you an idea of the mass of this machine, without any bales on it, with all of the tyres active, it takes 9 blocks to stop. So you can imagine this vehicle trying to change direction, it takes 9 blocks to do so. So it actually is quite challenging to work when it's running this fast. But that's the whole idea. So I'll give you guys a quick preview of the speed. I don't have my platform working yet because I'm looking at what the how the controls of the drone work and what sort of things I need to be worried about when we're traveling. So you can see here we've just bumped the platform on the way through there, but it's all about the rail and the control system, and is it reliable enough to go fast. And generally, yeah, it's got a built-in sort of redundancy in that the sensors, because they are floppy and loose and not really aggressive, it lets the machine have a little bit more dynamic movement and when it's moving around. Don't know if that makes sense to everybody. I'll put it in and we'll give it another quick lap so you can sort of watch again. So it's all about getting it the right way around when you put it up. Yep, the right way around. So there it is up in the air. So I'll lower it down into the rail. We'll jump on and we'll run again. So what we're looking at is how the rail riding system works. We're not worried about miscommunication and worrying about whether we're accurately following the cable or the wire guide in our case. So what I want to do is I'm going to probably use a slam load system where we just come into that station really fast and just grab the bales as we go. But you can see we've handled up and down. We're going around the corner there without too much problem. We seem to be pretty smooth. Given the fact that it does move around and it's quite wild about the whole process, I think I can get myself to the packing station pretty quick. So yeah, it's been challenging, actually, really challenging, because everybody's used to moving everything too accurate within a block. I hope that makes sense to people. You know, where I'm floppy and sort of close enough is going to be good enough for what I need to do kind of mode, which is really hard thinking, that be sort of like fuzzy mode almost. So by not being aggressively tracking on a line, by allowing us a bit of space to move, it gives us speed. And because of the logic is simple, it's fast. So it's actually not not that bad on moving and turning and that sort of stuff, because we're talking about letting the machine move around a little bit. Yeah, see, we're getting hooked up on the back. Oop, let's switch it off first. Yeah, so I thought I'd get a preview out there for everyone to have a look at, and then we'll get moving on the project and get a bit more, everything all sorted out a bit more. So yeah, I think what I'm going to have to do is use a tail scoop like I did on my previous train, and where I can come into that area nice and fast, just use the drone at its max speed and just grab the bales with the drone mechanically, as opposed to using stop and go logic, which is really hard to handle because we're not accurate in our position on the ground. So I hope that's sort of gives everyone a chuckle. Yeah, I'm going to dial the back up to its crazy speed, and crazy speed means it takes like 9 blocks to stop, which is pretty crazy. So you can see here it's come off this rail where it's detected it and stopped, and it's actually traveled the extra distance. So let's see how far that actually is, and then to the sensors there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 blocks. So it's actually slid off the sensors and stopped. Thanks very much. Sorry to ramble.